For the assembly, I will simply be using an older version, which isn't quite as good, because I don't want to have to take apart my greatest and latest version. But yeah, so the case, print it without supports, just like that. It should come out pretty decent. Then you should have all these parts here. And once you're done clearing out the material, you're gonna have to make sure you clear out all the material from that little hole down there. Clear out the material in here and probably bore out these holes so that they're round. And make sure you just clear out all the material and this material from the inside, which I haven't cleared on this prototype, but you will have to pull out all that material on the inside of there. And you'll have to carefully remove the material under this clip. I recommend using a knife to cut it out. Anyway, assembly goes as follows. Take your clicky wheel spring, place it in this orientation so that it just falls right down in. Now you might need pliers to help guide it. Anything works, just get it right down in there. Then you're gonna take your wheel, hover it over that hole, take your pin and put the slanted side in first. And it should just friction fit in there. Then take your latch and you're just gonna pop it in there. It's easier the second time, the first time it's hard. Then take your spring and make sure it's orientated this way and just squeeze on in there. Now, where do we need to sand? I would highly recommend sanding this piece right here. Right down here, I'd recommend filing at a 45-degree angle, right in between the latch. That'll help this piece come in smoother. I would also highly recommend filing the surface of this clip like that. Highly recommend that. And then I'd recommend just sanding all the edges here and filing or sanding all the internal edges here just to make it nice and smooth. And I'll move to this one because this one has been sanded. Whenever it's nice and sanded, just sand, file under here. You're gonna want to make sure that these surfaces are slightly filed, these angled surfaces are slightly filed and just smoothened out. You're gonna want to make sure this angle right here in between is filed out, and then again right here, file that, and just sand everything out. And if it's filed correctly, it should just pop right in. And you might need to kind of work your lid nice and loose in the start. But yeah, in the end, you should have a nice little Zippo that feels and looks a little bit like a real Zippo. It's a little bigger, but it's for that fidget satisfaction without having an actual lighter. See you guys in the next one.